Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Guys, in my previous video, I described about the logarithmic function and I told you there how to draw the graphs of logarithmic functions, right? Now I'm going to solve the questions, right? So please have a look. The question is, find the domain of y is equal to log base e sin x. Here in the place of x I have written here sin x, right? It means I have given you the question of log, but the trigonometric function is involved. And I told you a lot of things about a trigonometric function in my previous video. Okay, so if you don't know, please go there and watch the video of sin x, right? So that you can understand here. The question is, find the domain of y is equal to log base e sin x. Okay, so the answer here, right? Okay, no problem. For example, here we can see, just have a look here, the base. What is the base? E, and the value of the e is 2.7, means greater than a. It means the graph will be always like this one. See, I'm going to draw the graph of this one, log e, and just try to understand. Just think that this is your x, okay? This is your function x, like this one. Log ax. Here x is your sin x and a is your e, and I told you this is case 1 if the value of a is greater than 1. And here is e, and e is greater than 1 because e is 2.7 something, which is greater than 1. So the graph is always like this one. And I told you here 2 points. The first point here, I have this one, and the second point is here. What is this point? 1, 0. And the second, what is the base here? E. So you can say this is e. So when x becomes e, y becomes 1. So this is the graph of what? Log e. Okay, this is log e and this is log e x. This is the graph of log e x. Now, actually this is not x, this is sin x, right? So, okay, no problem. We will solve this question, okay? So here just keep this in your mind that here the x, what is the domain of x I told you? X, this one, this x must be greater than 0. I know this point. X must be greater than 0. This is your x, right? This is your x. So this one means sin x must be greater than 0, right? Because sin x, sin has the negative value also. Okay? So remember, if sin x has the negative value, the log base e does not exist. So this line sin x must be positive here, right? Positive. If this is positive, it means the log exists. So here, in place of x, this is sin x, so I can say sin x must be what? Positive here. So if this is positive here, it's so easy, like log e1, log e2, log e3, log e4, log e5, and I can find out the value of the log. Yes? So here the sin x must be 0. Okay, now forget about this thing, just think about it. Sin x positive, dear, I told you the graph of sin x, right? So I'm going to make you here, means I want to check what value of x I plug in here, because the domain is real, right? What value of x I plug in here, and the sin x is always greater than 0. Okay, so I don't want all the values of sin x, I want where sin x is positive. So I'm going to draw the graph, okay, a rough graph here. So draw the graph here. something like this one, and here also you can see means this is positive plus 1 and this is minus 1. Okay, so what value I want? Where is sign positive? Okay, so you must know here this is 0. At this point the sign is always 0, right? Can you see? At this point the sign is always 0. So what are these points? 0, this is pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, and so on. And here minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi, minus 4 pi, and so on, right? So I don't want 0 because this is not equal. Okay, I want the positive values of the sin x, just the positive value of the sin x. So it means I'm talking about this one. I'm talking about this one. This positive value is here. Can you see? I want this one. Okay, this one. For example, this is 5 pi. Something like this one. So we want this positive values here. This is the positive values, right? So if my x is here, 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 right? We can say that our value of sin x is positive. So what value of x you have to put it here? So you can say the domain of this function x belongs to, what is the domain? Okay, so just write down from minus 4 pi, this is minus 4 pi, so pi minus 4 pi to minus 3 pi, minus 4 pi to minus 3 pi. Okay, if your x is from minus 4 pi to minus 3 pi, it has the positive value, and when this is positive value, log exists, right? And again, no, okay, don't take this value because it has negative values. I don't want negative value. I want here again, you can say minus 2 pi to minus pi. Even if you are here, again the sign is positive. And you can say 0 to pi, and you can say 2 pi to 3 pi, and so on. Means you can say 4 pi to 5 pi. This is the domain of this function. So if you are here, if you take this value here and put it here, okay, you will find sin x positive, and if this is positive, easily we can find the domain of log, right? And the function exists. And one more thing, if you see here, the maximum value of the sign is 1, right? Here, see, the maximum value is 1, and the initial value is 0, right? See, so greater than 0, less than 1, right? So this value, the sign x here, 0 and 1, and you can see the graph here, right? 0 to 1. So whenever you put here, when you made the actual graph of y equal to log sin x, you will see it has the negative value only. It's not the positive value, because it's from 0 to 1 only, yes or no? So if you put here from 0 to 1, log always has what? The negative value. I hope guys you understand, and please watch my next video. Again, I'm going to solve the question of logarithmic function to find the domain. Take care. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.